Yo, you gotta try these, man. Let me tell you something. You wanna get your body right? It's one way to do it. One workout. That's all you really need, man. Talking about getting them abs, them obliques, them biceps, triceps, and glutes. You wanna hit everything? It's only one way to do it. Get familiar with them burpees, man. This is what the real men do. This is the real man's workout. Understand that. Now, I'm not saying nothing's wrong. There's nothing wrong with going into the gym and throwing up 315 at 200 pounds. That's very impressive. Quite impressive. Because a lot of men at 200 pounds and over, can't press 300, let alone 315, 350. So it's quite impressive. For starters, anyway. If you're getting into very, very intense workouts and you're trying to bulk up, you're gonna have to challenge yourself. But if you're trying to get that core strength, that strength that sneaky strength, where if you got two guys and you ask a random person, who you think will win in a fight, and you give them two options. The guy who bench presses 315, 400, whatever, right? Big bulky guy, right? And then you show him, the second option, the slim cut, fit, shredded, but he got a shirt on, so you can't tell, you can't see it, because he got a shirt on. He look like a regular guy, look like every other slim guy walking around here, right? But if you were to ask the average person, just a random person, they would likely chose the bigger guy. Option number one, they would likely chose the bigger guy. But let me tell you something about the difference between bulky and having an impressive amount of core strength. Because most big guys, believe it or not, they don't have that core strength. Yeah, they can go in the gym and throw all kind of weights around, make all kind of noises, But if you tell them, you take them to the park and tell them to give you 5 pull-ups, a lot of these big guys will say, I could probably give you 2. Let me see. And they make all kind of noises while trying to do that too. Now, I'm not saying that's all big guys, but yeah, man. Listen to what I'm telling you. If you want to get cut, shredded, you want to have that core strength that's not like in your face. It's not balking and bulging out your clothes, but you just want to look regular. But you want that sneaky strength where they're likely to try you before they try the other guy. It's almost like being a concealed carry. It's almost like having a concealed firearm on you. When you cut and you shred it, you put the work in, day in, day out. Burpee after burpee, dip after dip. Understand, man, the importance of taking care of your body, man. Because not everybody has the momentum. Not everybody has the courage to get on that floor every day and put their body through the pain. But let me tell you something, man. Understand this. No pain, no gain, baby. Stop being lazy, man. Get to it. Burpees is the way. Man. Don't let nobody tell you different.